All right, we're in round one. This is kind of an awkward hand. Uh, 4 green mana, 2 black spells, and a green spell, and we're on the draw. So we have 8 black sources we could draw, which isn't bad. Even if we do draw a black source, how much better does this hand get? Not that much more insane. But we also do have a lot of green stuff we could draw that would help. I don't know. I think we keep. I don't think it's a great keep, but I think it's okay. I mean, if we draw a swamp, this hand gets significantly better, I guess, because Simissary is a warrior. So if we get the swamp, this hand's better. Abzan Beastmaster is a fine draw. Swamp next turn, so we can go Emissary, Beastmaster, Raider Spoils, would make this keep seem a lot better. All right, Formless Nurturing is actually not bad either. I can play it. Opponent's mana base looks excellent. Okay, Skirmisher. Got it. Well, there's our black and blue mana, but I think for now we're just going to go Beastmaster, go. Currently tied, so if he misses a creature drop here, we straight up get to draw a card. Seems much more likely he'd have removal or a morph or a creature of some sort, but there's a chance. He did mulligan. Who knows? Maybe I'll Formless Nurturing a Warden of the First Tree or an Alpine Grizzly or something. All right. This is actually pretty good. We're going to get to draw a card. Yeah, we're going to get to straight up draw a card here. It's pretty good. What he should have done is played the heel cutter. That would have made a lot more sense. But maybe he just doesn't care that I'm drawing a card. Ghostfire Blade. Well, that's something else to do too. But first things first, we gotta get this Formless Nurturing online here. So let's swing with the Beastmaster. He can dash again. I feel a little bit more confident about the race with this Ghostfire Blade Formless Nurturing. Ooh, Alpine Grizzly. That's actually a pretty good one. So next turn, I can play Ghostfire Blade, equip, and then undo this thing, and it's 7. What is it? A 7. Uh, 7. 5. That took me way too long. 7/5. Hmm. Now he's not using the heel cutter. So I'm certainly curious. War Shrieker plus heel cutter. Okay. It's justifiable. Well, swift kick. All right. You got me. Okay. This is actually kind of good. We get to go Ghost Fire Blade, equip, Frontier Mastodon. I mean, granted, I could, unmanifest or whatever and get in for 2 points of extra damage, but I'd much rather get another big dude online. So he's going to be able to swing for 7 with the dash, but I think that's probably okay. I don't know. I mean, we got some work to do, that's for sure. Guess I could have kept it back. It's a fairly tough race. He's going to be able to deal 7 to us with the dash, but then he can't play it, and he'll be left with 2 mana. And we'll be at 8. So 2 turns of that we can survive. He can't survive 2 turns of our attacks. I'm out of stuff to play, though, which is also an issue. That's interesting. No attacks. That's also interesting. So he's probably got something. Let's swing with our dudes. And then we're probably just going to go pet equip. Well, throttle works pretty good because if I unmanifest it, I'm pretty sure my guy still dies. He loses a toughness, I believe. Well, actually, that doesn't make a difference, right? I think I can still. Let me think about this. So he throttles. Now if I unmanifest this, it doesn't die, right? Why can't I figure this out? It would have been a 2/2. It is currently a 1/1. If I unmanifest it, it gets 2 extra. It's not going to die, is it? I got to pause it and think. Well, I can unmanifest it to trade with the War Shrieker, but then I can't follow up with the pet. But I get in for 4. I still think it's probably worth it. I think we'll go for the trade. I mean, we get pretty good upside out of it. We get to take out his War Shrieker. We get to get in for 4. We get to burn up his throttle. We definitely 2 for 1. I mean, all in all, it seems pretty good. But like I said, we don't get the pet. We don't get the equip post-combat. But we do get a War Shrieker and a throttle out of his hand. It gives us some definite card advantage. I don't know. I think it's worth it. We're ahead on the race now. Like if he plays Heel Cutter, dashed, we're still winning the race with less resources. I'm still tempted to play Pet over Colossedon. Still don't know why he's dashing, but I like it. To play around like Active Treason, I'd rather play the Pet and get the lifelink. Especially since I can unmorph too. Firehoof Cavalry. All right. Don't mind that. Douse and Gloom's a good one. So I guess I can morph. All right, let's swing for 4. Let's play pet morphed and leave up Douse and Gloom. That way I don't even have to equip my pet. It's kind of nice. I can leave up the unmorph or Douse and Gloom. So if he just like dashes again, I can Douse and Gloom it before he attacks. All right, now he's just chumping. So we'll play our pet, pass. Definitely telegraphing something since I didn't equip. Or maybe he thinks I just forgot about it. Flooded Strand, that's a good one. For value. So he's playing blue, or is he just trying to fill his yard for Delve? All right. Should have actually just let him attack. Don't want to bust the Roar of Challenge yet. I think we're just going to equip. Go on a nice little life gain plan here. We lose out on like 1 point of damage, but we get just a bunch of life. It's a better life swing. It's like the same clock. I think it's better. Gaining 6-point life swing rather than 4-point damage, I think is probably worth it. All right. So we beat the mulligan. Still wouldn't have been able to cast Soul Tie Charm for another turn, which is a bit worrisome. But we did quite a bit with all green that game. We did quite a bit. I guess Swiftwing looks pretty good against his 1/1 flyer. Is that justification though to bring it in? Maybe. I think on the draw, Roar of Challenge is going to be less good because he's more of an aggressive deck. I think on the draw, I'd rather have the Swiftwing. I'd rather have the blocker for his 1/1 flyer. Maybe he's running some like Skull Hunters and stuff too. So Swiftwing could potentially be really good. Potentially. Everything else probably seems fine. Ooh, it's a great looking hand. So we get to go Warden into 3/3 on attacking on turn 2. It's pretty solid. I mean, he could have debilitating injury, but whatever. The fact that we can go, Warden Pump into Beastmaster is also really insane. Oops, wrong one. That one. Could have wild slashed us in response there, I suppose, but now I'd say we're fairly safe. Now we get Beastmaster next turn, start drawing some cards. We've got all 3 of our colors. Got a Raider Spoils now for card draw. So we get to go Beastmaster into Raider Spoils too, which is pretty insane. Bloodfire Expert. Well, does motivate me to not want to attack. I will say that. Mastodon, also pretty good. Let's play the Beastmaster here. Start getting our card draw on. There's a pretty good chance we do Raider Spoils next turn. Although I guess I could do Tuskguard Captain. Captain probably makes more sense because we get to play Backwater plus get another warrior out for Raider spoils because I'm probably not swinging anyway. So I was just thinking, is he going to attack with both? No attacks. All right, he's just playing the heel cutter. That's fine. We get to draw a card still, which is pretty awesome. I think we go Backwater Captain pass. Basically just reaping the benefits of Beastmaster while simultaneously continuing to build our board. Next turn we can get Trample and Lifelink on the Warden, or we can continue to chill out, progress the board more. We can play the Raider spoils and swing into his guys. He can't. I guess he can trade. Okay, Hardcast Vault Breaker. Guess Barrage of Boulders would wreck us pretty good. Get to draw another card. Ooh, Grim Contest is a great one to draw. So I can go Captain Outlast plus Sultai Flare. I don't leave up Grim Contest, but I guess I can. This is tough. Maybe I Outlast plus Grim Contest is Heel Cutter. Kind of wanted the surprise factor, but taking out the Heel Cutter here, pumping my guy seems fine. Because we're continuing to get card advantage. Yeah, I'm going to set him back. I mean, I could have done it to the Vault Breaker, but kind of just like, kind of like this. This sets him back quite a bit. We're still just drawing cards every turn. Ooh, Scale Guard's a sick one. All right. So we can tap down our Warden, get in for 9. That's pretty huge. We can crack back, though, too, I guess. So he wants to trade? I don't want to trade. Okay. It's pretty good. Let's see what we got. Still get to draw cards, which is pretty insane. Ooh, now we're at this. That's pretty good. So I really want to use that, but it's just still too clunky. I can play 2 3-drops here too, which is pretty insane. I probably just do that. I think we just swing with Captain, play 2 3-drops and pass. That way, that's still pretty good for us, I would say. We definitely want to do it in this order so we can get the full benefit. So now we've got pretty good army. Even with his tap ability, we can safely do some trading. We've got a better force than he does. We don't die to barrage of boulders. We lose a guy and we take 6, 10, 12. Come close. But we're not dead to barrage. If I can get lifelink next turn, I think we'll be looking in better shape. Beastmaster has already been, what, like an ancestral recall? Pretty sure it has. So here's the card we passed for 4 tickets. So we're facing it down now. So if I left up Grim Contest and he played, what is he Craters calling? Oh, our Warden? Okay. Well, I can't save it. So he did get us there. But he did have to bust his rare Fireball. Our opponent's deck suddenly looks way better than it did game 1. Heel Cutter, Vault Breaker, Scale Guard, Crater's Claws. Expert still totally satisfactory. And he got active treason too? Holy jeez. Alright, well, that's insane. I guess we're going to have to chump here once he probably taps down our Beastmaster, I guess. Opponent's hand was pretty insane. I mean, look what he got to do this turn. That's, I would say, considering the defense we put up, he did amazing. Oh, he taps down both our guys. Does that mean we're just dead? 4, 7, 11, 13. Wow. He taps down both of our guys. I can't believe we just lost. I can't believe we just lost. I really did not see a way that my opponent could win. That is insane. So, yeah, kudos to my opponent. That's absolutely insane how that worked out for him. Absolutely, absolutely insane. I am in complete and utter sad shock right now at how poorly that worked out for us and how well that worked out for him. So I guess I got to be kicking myself for passing the Scale Guard. It really is that powerful of a card where I just lost the game despite having... How many untapped guys did I have? I had 4 untapped guys, and I just lost everything. I just lost absolutely everything. So that was unbelievably sad. But these things happen. You lose sometimes. So that sucks. Hopefully we can take game 3 because I was feeling so confident about that game. I actually had 0 fears. Like I said, 4 untapped guys and losing in 1 turn with 4 untapped guys with 17 life. My opponent has 2 creatures and I lose. That is absolutely unbelievably crazy. I guess my opponent had 3 creatures. Yeah, that blows my mind. I cannot believe we lost that. All right, let's try this again and hopefully not lose in that way. I'd really would have liked to have won that game, as you might imagine. But yeah, I guess you can't always get what you want. All right, unfortunately, very awkward, bad hand, so I guess we're going to mulligan. This hand's still awkward, but I'll keep it. At least we have our lands. Just mind blown at the moment. Completely and utterly mind blown that we lost that game. Yep. Well, we're going to have to get some better draws to win, but I guess Soothsayer gives us a little bit of card advantage, so that could help. Yep, very disappointing draw there, but that's okay. We're only running 17 lands, so I'm just going to be positive and hope that we don't get flooded this whole game. Hope we draw some spells and able to apply some pressure. Would be nice. Really want a spell here. That was a good one. Needed that. Maybe it's a creature again. Nope, Raider Spoils. All right, well, that's actually okay. I didn't really want to draw Raider Spoils right now. Would have preferred a land if it was going to be a non-creature, but that's okay. I think we're going to block it if he attacks, because I'm trying to think why I wouldn't want to block it. Because I feel like it's like a Canyon Lurkers or something. I feel like at the very least I should, because it forces him to do something. Yeah, like he just... So now he used up his turn to trade with a 3/3. That worked out great for us. It would have traded with a Sultai Soothsayer anyway. So now I at least have like a... Okay. Let's just swing and play the Soothsayer. Hopefully find something bomby. Wouldn't mind my Warden. Well, I guess Long Shot Squad will do. Got rid of a couple lands, so that's helpful. But we're running low on gas, admittedly. Could be a scavenger here. Yeah. All right. So opponent still got a grip, unfortunately. We did have to mulligan, though, in my defense. Wish I could play both. Play the squad, because next turn I can outlast plus play bear, I guess. Could have just swung with the Soothsayer. But I'm going to play it safe and keep it back. In the case of like the 4-2, the 4-2 dude. All right, Colossedon's pretty decent, but I think for now we're just gonna outlast plus Grizzly, and then pass. So he can active treason. Interesting. Just puts on the scavenger. Yeah, it's pretty good. Give him that. So now he's got 4 power for Crater's Claws, I guess. Gets in for 4. 3 cards left in hand. No follow-up play. Oh yeah, Revelation. Yeah, that's something, all right. So let's say he's got active treason plus Crater's Claws. I think I want to leave the Swiftwing back in case he's got active treason, but I'm going to swing with the rest. So I think I get in for 9 here and play Colossedon and then pass. If he has active treason, maybe it's better to leave the Soothsayer back too. Let's just swing with these two and then play Colossedon and pass. This protects me against like Heel Cutter and active treason pretty well. All right, he's willing to trade too, which is a good sign. So we have a moderate degree of active treason protection now. I can just chump with my Swiftwing. Skirmisher's not too intimidating. Could have the Scale Guard here, which would be a problem, but I'll deal with it. Getting in with Scavenger, interesting. My guy still does have reach, should be noted. Ooh. 3, so 9, 11, 12. I'm actually one short of lethal, but I think we're just going to swing with these two again. I've got the Douse and Gloom, which is actually moderately good protection here, believe it or not. So he can nuke us with Crater's Claws for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9. I kind of don't want a Bitter Revelation because we're far ahead on the board. I'm going to keep it chill with this Douse and Gloom. I think I'm going to chump block the Scavenger too. All right. Probably just Douse and Glooming that. I actually don't know. That's weird, actually, now that I think about it. What would have been his... Do you think he had Trumpet Blast? I actually don't know. That's kind of strange to me. So I guess I can pretty safely Bitter Revelation now. I say that and then terrified about it. I really don't like Bitter Revelation in this matchup. Okay, what am I nabbing? So I can get the Pet for some lifelink, Captain, which is a warrior, Mastodon, which is a 4/3, Swarm, which flies. Let's grab the... I've got 7 mana. Maybe I should grab the Pet and the Mastodon. Swing with Colossedon, see what happens. Probably follow up with Mastodon. Could take the Swarm. I'm going to take the Pet. Guess he throttles. He can, yeah, he can block throttle. So, might have been better to swing with both. Oh, he didn't. Okay. That's interesting. Let's play the Mastodon and pass. So now he goes Scale Guard plus Active Treason again. Still, I feel like we at least have a blocker for that this time. Oh, Ponyback Brigade I can handle. Could have the, it feels like he's got Trumpet Blast. Does feel like he's got Trumpet Blast. He's got 4 life as well. That's interesting. So, let's say I swing with everything. I think I'm just going to end up swinging with these 3 next turn. I'm just going to chump. Oh, I should have double blocked with the reach too. I screwed up. Hope that doesn't cost me the game. Guess he would have eaten my long shot squad, but still. So I swing with everything. Next turn, and then drop a pet. He has to block 2 guys. He has to block 3 guys. So he's going to lose 3 tokens, be left with a 4/4 and a 2/2. He plays Active Treason as his last card, steals my Colossedon, draws. I guess we'd lose to Active Treason plus Scale Guard again. He's only got 1 card left in his hand, though. Kind of want to leave back Soothsayer again, but I don't know if that's right. Guess we'll find out. I guess we just lose to Crater's Claws plus the Scavenger next turn. Yeah, I think we're actually dead to Crater's Claws. He's just going to swing for 4 and then Crater's Claws us for the win. That could easily happen, but I can't do anything about it. Because that would be the only reason he would justify the... Well, I would say if he had Crater's Claws, he would have done it. He actually should have played pre-combat, or post-combat Valley Dasher, rather, and then he wouldn't have had to attack with it. I almost hope he does have Trumpet Blast, so he kills the Flare and I gain life. Yeah. All right. Well, that's actually good for us. So we got the game. That was so much closer than I feel like it needed to be. So much closer than it needed to be. So I'm glad that I could beat the Scale Guard that I passed. But yeah, that was a ridiculously close match. So we were just dead to Crater's Claws there. You realize that, right? Swing for 4, we go to 8, plus another 9. Just dead. So I'm glad we could beat our opponent. I would have felt pretty silly losing to the Scale Guard that I passed. But all right, let's go to round 2.